Welcome to all my dear students. Today I am moving on to the next example, that is 36th example. The correct structural formula of methyl 5-bromoheptanoate. Here comes the heptanoate, means this is the class of compound ester. Correct structural formula of methyl 5-bromoheptanoate. I will tell you first the general concept, where the R C double bond O R, where these are the alkyl or aryl groups. So if the structure is like this, we will name it as alkyl. If both are alkyls, this is alkyl alkanoate. Alkyl, this comes under alkyl again. So alkyl alkane OH. Okay. This is the general naming I have told you. Okay. If we talk about its exact naming, where the methyl group is present, on the parent chain should be hept, which contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 heptane, and there is a ester group now. There is a ester group. So this is the first carbon, second, third carbon, fourth carbon, fifth carbon, sixth carbon, and this is a seventh carbon. So root word is hept. Since carbon to carbon single bond are there, the primary suffix is ane, and it's a OH. So heptanoate is already I have drawn, and here there is a methyl group attached to this oxygen, so it is a CH3, and now this becomes a methyl heptanoate, but I need 5-bromo. So first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon, on fifth carbon now there is a bromo. So this is the exact structural formula of methyl 5-bromo heptanoate. So this is methyl 5-bromo. Here this methyl group is the attached group. So this is a methyl and 5-bromo on 5-bromo. So on fifth carbon there is a bromo. This is the root word and primary suffix, secondary suffix. So eliminating, this is the secondary suffix. So eliminating E. So it becomes methyl 5-bromoheptanoate is the name of that, and this structure is there as this second option. So where the methyl group is present, we can draw like this also. So this is the bending where the terminal is a methyl group. So second option. That 36th question answer is the second option. Here the 37th example. The nitrogen is bonded to methyl and ethyl and one large alkyl group. I have chosen the longest chain here, where the root word comes with the pen. If I choose like the parent chain like this one, on third carbon atom there is a methyl group, on nitrogen is also methyl group, and two substituents are there, methyl. So they start with the alphabet M, and here the ethyl group starts with the E. So on nitrogen there is a ethyl. And on third carbon and even on nitrogen. On third carbon and even on the nitrogen there are two methyls. So 3 and N dimethyl. Now root word is pent. Since carbon to carbon single bonds are there, it's a ANE, and on third carbon there is a amine. So 3 amine. 3 amine, where A is there as a secondary suffix starting alphabet. So we need to eliminate this E. So this is the whole name of that. So N-ethyl. Where is N-ethyl? N-ethyl. 3, N dimethyl. 3, N dimethyl. And pentane 3 amine is the name of it. So on 37th question, your answer will be the option 1. So that is it. And moving onwards to the next slide, 38th question. The question is like this. The IUPAC name of the above compound is. So let us take a look at the parent chain first. So here the compound is like this, the hydrogen and double bond, C double bond O is there, and E1 carbon 2, 3 and 4. Here is also CHO. So choose the parent chain in such a way that functional group will get to these locant. So here also one functional group 1, 2, 3, 4. If I choose like this, the functional group will lie as a side substituent. It should not happen like that, because two same functional group can be in a same parent chain. As I have told in case of nitrile, if you go previous example, maybe that will be example number 31st. I have discussed about this in the previous example. So moving onwards to now this particular thing. So you should choose the functional, if same functional groups are there, they should lie in the same parent chain. Okay. So first, second, third, fourth and fifth. On fourth carbon there is a methyl. So let us take like that. If I go like this, 4 will come as a methyl, and this should not happen because substituent will get the more locant. If I go like this, first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon, fifth carbon, the substituent will get the least locant now, and now this is a perfect choosing up of the parent chain. So 2-methyl is it. 2-methyl. This is the correct one. 2-methyl. Now the root word is pent. And carbon to carbon single bond, A and E is there, and I am going to eliminate the E because this is the aldehyde where 1, 2, 1,5 dial is there, and this dial starts from D, so that I will retain the last letter of the primary suffix. So now this is the exact IUPAC name. See it. 2-methyl, pentene, 1,5 dial. 2-methyl, pentane, 1,5 dial. So 38th question, your answer will be the second option. So that's over. Moving onwards with the next slide, that is this particular thing. The common name of this organic compound and one more organic compound is given, so respectively are the common name. They have asked for common name. So let us discuss about these two examples. Common name. Okay. Here the hydroxyl group is present on the carbon which contains methyl and this ethyl. So this becomes a secondary carbon where the functional group containing carbon further bonded to two alkyl groups, and both of them are different. So if both of them are same, it goes as an iso, and here the both of them are different. Here the hydroxyl group containing carbon contains methyl here and ethyl here. So this is a secondary, since 4 carbon atoms are there in that alkyl group, that is a butyl. So it's a secondary butyl alcohol. Where is the secondary butyl alcohol? Secondary butyl alcohol. No other options are there. Let us check this compound also, where this should be first carbon, second carbon, third carbon. So propane 1,2-diol. Propane 1,2-diol is IUPAC name. Let us talk about its common name. Isobutyl alcohol. Here one print mistake is there. It should be the methyl group. If I choose a chain like this, first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, there is a one branching. So if I choose a chain like this, so now this is a branching at one side, so iso. Since 4 carbon atoms are there, butyl alcohol. So second option, 39th question. This contains a one print mistake right out there. So it happens sometimes in the in question papers. It happens sometimes. So 39th, your answer is second option. That's the case. Moving on to the next slide. 40th one. Here they have Given the organic compound which contains a chain like this, and here one COOH group, and here also one COOH group. I have told you, if the same functional groups are there, means okay, same functional groups are there, we need to choose a chain like this. So 1, 2, 3. So root word becomes prop on first carbon and third carbon. Terminals, remember that carboxyl group is always present at the terminals. We should not take their locants. So if the root word is there, if I speak about dicarboxylic acid or dioic acid, dioic acids will be always on a terminal. Okay, so propane, dioic acid. So dioic acid, since dioic acid starts from a D, I will retain that E particular word, because particular alphabet D start, the dioic acid starts from a D, which is not a vowel, so I will retain that E. So propane dioic acid, here on second carbon there is a propyl, and on second carbon there is a ethyl. Let us take alphabetical order. This is a ethyl and this is a propyl. Okay, so here alphabetically this comes first. So on second carbon 2 ethyl and 2 propyl, propane dioic acid. Here 2 ethyl, 2 propyl, propane, 1,3-dioic acid or dioic acid. So this is the IUPAC name. So 40th, that answer will be 4th one. We can name like always carboxylic acids. Carboxylic acid contains 3 valencies balanced in the functional group only. It always present at the terminal. We can name it like 1,3-dioic acid also, because prop contains 3 carbons. So on first carbon, third carbon. First carbon and third carbon, terminal. These are becomes a terminal because first carbon, first, second, third, first carbon, third carbon, they will lie as a terminals. So remember, the carboxylic acid functional group is always present at the terminal, because already 3 valencies are satisfied in a functional group. It will run along only one side. So the chain run along only one side if the carboxylic acid functional group is present. Okay, so that is the case. Let us move on to the next example. The compound CH3CONHDr is named in the IUPAC name as. Okay, one compound is given here that it contains CH3, C double bond O, NH, and there is a Br. Okay. Now choosing the longest chain 1, 2. This is a class of compound amide. So amide, there is a bromine atom present on the nitrogen. So N bromo becomes a prefix, and that is the substituent now. And there are 2 carbon atoms are there. So N bromo, it's carbon to carbon single bond. No, don't look at the carbon to oxygen double bond. Choose that bonding nature between carbon and carbon. And it's a ANE, and here it is a amide. Amide. Since amide starts from A, eliminate this particular E and write amide directly. So this is the root word, this is the primary suffix, and this is the secondary suffix. So N bromoethane amide, not amine, it's the amide. N bromoethane amide. This is 1 bromoethane amide. This one N bromoethane amide. So 41st is second example is the answer. So answer is second option. 41st. Moving on to the next slide. So 42nd example here. 42nd example. The structure of 2-methoxy, 2-methyl propane, 2-methyl propane. Let us go from that root word which contains 3 carbon atoms. 1, 2, 3. Prop. In carbon to carbon single bond. On second carbon there is a methyl. On second carbon there is a methyl. On second carbon there is a methoxy. On second carbon again a methoxy. This is methoxy. So this is a methyl. This is a methyl and this is methoxy. In methyl this myth is same in both. Here it comes up with a Y. Here it comes up with a O. So alphabetically this comes first. That is what they told. 2-methoxy, 2-methyl. And propane. Since this contains all 4 of the valencies are already satisfied. Here only one valence is there. Remaining are hydrogens. So this is the structure. Check out where this structure is there. So that methoxy containing carbon should attach to 3-methyl group. Methoxy containing carbon should attach to 3-methyl group. So 42nd is the answer will be the second option. So that's the correct one. Now 43rd example. 43rd example we will take the IUPAC name of this compound. We have taken one compound right over there. So there are many cyanide groups are here. There are here one cyanide, here one cyanide, here also one cyanide. 4 cyanides are there. I will write. If you are not clear about this visibility, I will write down the structure. I will rewrite that structure. CN, CH2, CH, CN, and here C, and here also CN is there, and here CH3 group, and CH2 and CN is there. Okay. So here cyanide, here also cyanide, here also cyanide. I will choose the longest chain in such a way that all of them will come as a tetracarbonitrile, like that. Tetracarbonitrile. So let us go with that. Here, first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon. I have chosen like this one. I am not choosing the chain like this because if I choose like this, the methyl group will get 3 as a locant. So 3 is larger than, now I have chosen the 2. So 3 is larger than the 2 and this is the correct one. So 2-methyl has happened now. 2-methyl. Choose the options. Where is 2-methyl? Here the third one is there. Okay? 2-methyl. Since root word is a butte, carbon to carbon single bond, A and E, and on first carbon also cyanide, second carbon also cyanide, third carbon is also cyanide, and fourth carbon is also cyanide. Tetracarbonitrile. If carbon is excluded, here carbon is excluded from the parent chain. If the carbon is excluded from that cyanide, it should be taken as a carbonitrile. If I include that carbon in some example, not in this example, in some examples we will, let us suppose we will take that example. CH3, CH2, CN. If the compound is like this, 1, 2, 3, I have included this carbon in the cyanide group, in the parent chain. In such case, prop comes. And carbon to carbon, don't look at it to carbon to nitrogen. Carbon to carbon single bond, Ne is a primary suffix. And if I remove this carbon inside the parent chain, only triple bond N remains. In that case, the nitrile becomes a secondary suffix. So, since the secondary suffix starts from a N, this E is retained. So, the name of that particular compound is propane nitrile. But here, carbonitrile, because this carbon is excluded from the parent chain. So, that is what it's a carbonitrile, not a nitrile. I hope you understood this point. Let us move into the next slide. 44th example. So here the answer is 40. 43rd example, your answer is 2-methyl, that is third option is the answer. Okay. So moving onwards with the next slide, 44th one. Here the structural formula of 2-ethyl propane, 2-in-1-ol. Here they have given the name of the compound, and we need to look at its structural formula. So what is the root word? Pro. Let us draw. Since they have given in a structure, they have given a carbon atoms. We will take those carbons. So on second carbon there is a ene. On second carbon there is a ene. Pro 2 ene is over now. And 1-ol. First carbon or OH2. On second carbon there is a ethyl. On second carbon there is a ethyl, means it is a CH2 CH3, or you can write C2H5, no problem. Now add the remaining valencies as hydrogens. Here there are 2 bonds are there and remaining 2 are hydrogens. Here already there are 4 bonds are there, so no need of hydrogen. Here there are 2 valencies are there, add 2 hydrogens. See the structure here. Where is that option? It should contain 3 carbon atoms in the parent chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbon atoms are there in the parent chain, so 1 is not your answer. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all of them in parent chain. The second is not answer. And here 1, 2, 3, 4. The longest chain should the longest chain will contain the 4 carbon atoms. So third is not also the option. And here I have written the structure. So 1, 2, 3 carbon atoms are there in the parent chain. On second carbon there is a ethyl group, and on first carbon there is a hydroxyl. So 44th example, answer is your 4th option. That is the case. So moving on to the next example, 45th example now. I told you already that if you want the explanation, you can take the screenshot of them and refer later. So 45th example. Here they have taken one organic compound. The IUPAC name of the above compound is, here H is there, C double bond O. I am going to write the carbons here. So here on this carbon there is a C double bond O and H. And here one methyl group is there, and here the ethyl group is there. So CH2, CH3, and here CH3. So IUPAC name of the above compound is. Now I am going to select the parent chain in such a way that these two functional groups will come in a parent chain. So the first carbon, second carbon, third carbon. On second carbon there is a ethyl, and again on the second carbon there is a methyl. So alphabetically E comes first. 2 ethyl, 2 ethyl, 2 methyl, 2 ethyl, 2 methyl propane, 1, 3 diol, 1, 3 diol. Al is there because it's aldehyde, not a diol. Diol stands for alcohol, diol stands for aldehyde. Since this diol starts from a D and the last letter E is retained. So where is this name? Check in the options. 2-ethyl. 2-ethyl. There are 2 options are there. 2 and 3. Second and third options will contain 2-ethyl. So 2-ethyl. And on 2 there is a methyl. 2-methyl. Now second option contains di1 ketone, but it's aldehyde. COH. It is aldehyde. So it's a diol. So the option becomes 45th. On second carbon there is ethyl, second carbon there is ethyl, on second carbon there is a methyl, second carbon there is a methyl, propane, 1,3 diol. So 45th example Answer is the option 3. That's the case. Moving onwards with next example now. Now, the common name of propane 2,1 is, you know, this is a direct question. Propane, this is a propane 2,1. This is acetone. You know, this is a direct question. So, 46th example, answer will be the 4th option. That is the case. Now, moving onwards with the 47th example. 47th example. So, 47th example, the higher homologue of dimethylamine has a structure. I need to find out the higher homologue of dimethylamine. So higher homologue. I will tell you what is homologue. Homologous series is a series of same organic compounds having same general formula and successively differ by CH2 group. So we will draw the structure of a dimethylamine first, and we will add the CH2 group inside that. So if on doing these things, a functional group will not change its structure. Okay, that is the main key point to solve these kind of examples. So dimethylamine, here there is an amine group where it has attached to dimethyls, means nitrogen is attached to methyl groups, and one more valency will be the hydrogen now. If I convert the homologous series, addition of CH2 is there. If I add CH2 in between nitrogen and this methyl, it's a correct one. Like CH3, CH2, N, CH3, and here H. One more. If I add the CH2 along this, what happens? Addition of CH2. Now here CH3 is there, N, H, here CH2, here CH3. These both compounds are same. See, nitrogen is bonded to methyl one side, ethyl one side, and hydrogen. Here also nitrogen bonded to methyl one side, ethyl one side, and hydrogen. Both are same. If I add here addition, here also there are 3. I am showing you the possibilities of addition of CH2. Since there are 3 valencies are there, I want my students to know about what happens if the addition takes place in all the sides. I have told you already, 2 happened same. Okay, I will retain only 1. Okay, because that is same only. Now I will add that CH2 group on this valency where the bond is present between nitrogen and hydrogen. Here what happens is nitrogen remains same, single bond remains same, that single bond remains same, and there is a methyl group. Here is also methyl group. This hydrogen adds to CH2 group, and that becomes CH3. Now see here, students, this amine is a secondary amine where the nitrogen, let us suppose in a ammonia, if the nitrogen is bonded to only one alkyl group, it is called as a primary amine. In again ammonia, if 2 of the hydrogens are replaced by alkyl or aryl, it becomes the secondary amine. If in a ammonia, if all the valencies are satisfied, alkyl or aryl, where there is no hydrogen is there, so these are called as the tertiary amines. See on nitrogen. Here is also methyl, methyl, methyl. There is no attachment of hydrogen directly to the nitrogen. All of them are alkyl groups right now. Three valencies are there, and 3 of them are alkyls. So this is converted into tertiary amine now. This should not happen doing homologous series, because I told you, in doing homologous series, functional group will be not disturbed. Here it converted the secondary amine is converted into tertiary amine. You should not do the homologous series like that. So that first option is a wrong one now. And look at into the second example where nitrogen contains a 2 hydrogen. If the nitrogen contains a 2 hydrogen and let us take that CH2, CH3. So the nitrogen contains 2 hydrogen means this is the only that nitrogen contains only one alkyl group. It becomes a primary amine. So secondary amine should not be converted into primary amine. So that is also wrong one. So moving onwards with the next option where CH3 is there on one side, and CH2, CH3 is there on another side, and the nitrogen contains a hydrogen. So answer of 47th example, answer is the third option. Coming to this point, this is already dimethyl or propane 2 amine is there. This is also primary amine where nitrogen contains a 2 hydrogen and 1 alkyl. Nitrogen contains 1 alkyl, 2 hydrogen, primary amine. Nitrogen contains 1 hydrogen, 2 alkyls, that is a secondary amine. Nitrogen contains all the alkyl groups, no hydrogen, that is a tertiary amine. Now NH2, primary amines, leave that, this is a tertiary amine, this is only the secondary amine. So 47th question, answer is third option.